Right. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. What is the last topic? Zero, right? Okay. Next, take down. Take with the new heading. Write with the new heading is testing types or types of testing. Write with the new heading is testing types or types of testing. Online students, is that the screen is visible? Online students can respond in the chat window. All the online students can respond in the chat window. Right. Having a main heading is types of testing. Okay. Types of testing, or you can mention the testing types. Okay. Types of testing or testing types. Okay. Right. So let's understand what exactly mean by these particular types of testing and how exactly you can implement these particular types of testing. Okay, let's see that. Further, the very first understanding, if we get consider this particular types of testing, you may work with any kind of testing. It's not like because of each and every testing, it's not like you will be applied with different techniques or you are taking with a different approach. You may work with any kind of testing. You need to be get followed with the same concept. As simple as previously you done with test scenarios. What is the meaning of test scenarios? What need to be tested. Then you will be taking with test cases. Meaning of test cases? How to be tested. Then we got test execution. Meaning of test execution? Meaning of test execution? Comparison of expected result with actual result. If both the results are same, what you will consider? Pass. If both the results are not same, in case of pass, go with another test case. In case of fail, checking with bug reporting. Meaning of bug reporting? Documenting the issue. This is what it will be followed while testing with any project. You may test with banking project, insurance project, manufacturing project, whatever it can be. You may try it with or you may continue with any kind of project. You need to be get followed with the same step. As simple as you will take with expected result. That expected result you will compare with actual result. If both the results are same, we'll consider as a pass. If both the results are not same, we'll consider as a fail. In this, while working these particular things, you may consider any kind of testing. You will be followed with the same. In that, mentioning about expected result. What is the meaning of expected result? Meaning of expected result. Based on requirement document. Meaning of actual result? Based on application. So the one you will consider expected result and the one you will consider actual result. Meaning of expected result, we need to be get mentioning that based on, meaning of expected result based on requirement document, and meaning of actual result based on application. Okay. Now, see the understanding. Everything you are already done. In the today's session, you need to be get understand that what are all the terminologies you have to use it, the testing which you are already done. You written some scenarios, you written test cases, you started execution. While doing the execution, you're doing comparison of expected result, actual result, got identify the bugs, you reported that particular bugs here. So now you need to be get understand that what exactly the testings you are already done. You have to take care about the terminologies here. Let's see that. In that, you have been started working with different build, considering that build 1, and you started working build 2, taking with build 3, build 4, or which will be considered build 5, whatever it can be. You will be continued working with multiple builds like build 1, build 2, build 3, build 4 till the time of the whole project need to be completed. Till the time of the whole project need to be get completed, you will be taking with these particular multiple builds here. These particular builds you need to be get start doing with the testing. First, understanding what is the meaning of the bill. Meaning of the bill, not execution. Meaning of build is executable file or URL. We can consider that executable file, or we can mention that URL. Now, see the understanding. You may consider build has been released. Whenever the build has been released, you may consider any build, whatever it can be. As simple as we need to be get considering that whenever new build released, from development team to testing team. Whenever new build released from development team to testing team, first what I will be doing is whenever new build has been released from development team to testing team, what I will be doing is I will start execution. That execution you will be executing high level test cases. As part of the real time, assume that build 1 released from development team to testing team. Then first we have to execute only high level test cases. Assume that you got 20 test cases, 100 test cases, 1000 test cases, whatever it can be. How many test cases you are having, first need to be get execute high level test cases here. That high level test cases or high level functionalities, you need to be get considering that URL working or not, login functionality working or not, and then taking with links functionality working or not. Which you will be taking with, you need to be get mentioning about taking with these particular URL working or not, login working or not, links working or not, which it will be having with different kind of the functionality. First need to be get execute these particular test cases or these functionality. These functionalities, these test cases, we are considering the high level test cases. Now, the whole conclusion, you guys has been started working with build 1 and working with build 2. You're already written some test cases. In that particular test cases, you will be having the test case, URL working or not, having the test case or not, URL working or not. So you need to be get tested that particular URL is working or not. In case of URL is not working, can you continue that whole testing? No, right? Without having with the URL, you cannot continue with the testing. At any cost, you need to be get mentioning that URL should be working. That is the most important one. After that, login functionality. In case of login functionality not working, can we continue the major testings here? No. We can continue some basic things, but not like continued with the major activities of the application. So login is one of the main important one. Considering with links here, if we get look into the links, assume that according to our application, you got a link, new user registration or new user register. If that link is not working, can we continue the major functionality? URL is working. That new user registration link is not working. If that link is not working, you cannot get the credentials. Without having the credentials, you cannot continue the testing of the application. Because of that, as simple as according to the real-time standards, before getting started executing our actual test cases, first will pick or first will take what are the main functionalities. As an example, URL is working or not, login is working or not, links are working or not. First will execute these particular test cases. Once he got execute these particular test cases, then he will confirm that working correctly or not. Once it was working correctly, then he will be getting continued with remaining testings here. Now, doing all these kind of thing or performing this kind of testing, he got one particular name. That particular name, what is the name of that? What is the name of that? Smoke testing. So the very first testing, what is the first one? Smoke testing. According to the real-time perspective, the meaning of smoke testing, as simple as executing high-level test cases. Execution of high-level test cases, we are considering that smoke testing. What are that high-level test cases? URL working or not? Login working or not? Links are working or not? Once these particular functionalities are working fine, then you will be taking with remaining other testing. So execution of these particular one, we need to be get considered. Execution of these particular things, we need to be get considered we done with this particular smoke testing here. Okay. So now you can see that in a similar way, we got one more option. As you are working with different type of the testing, you got one more option that it will be mentioned. What it got mentioned? What it is mentioned? Sanity testing. The one you will be consider smoke testing, and then it will be consider sanity testing. What is the meaning of smoke testing? Execution of high level test cases. What are the high level test cases? URL working or not? Login functionality working or not? Links are working or not? These are the main functionality. Apart from that, you can go with other things here. In a similar way, we got sanity testing. See that sanity testing, which need to be get mentioning that, whenever, okay. So we need to be get mentioning that whenever, okay. It's not like in a new build here. It's not like a new build. We used to be get mentioning that whenever build released from testing team to client. Whenever build has been released from testing team to client, you need to be get execute. Considering that you need to be get execute high level test cases. That concept is same, which you will be consider URL and then taking with login, links, and after that consider with the same, taking with B1, B2, B3, B4. Just make a note of these two, we'll understand. So the one you will be taking with smoke testing and the one you will be taking with sanity testing. Just make a note of those two. Online students also make a note of those two things. Just make a note of these two. Okay. Just 1 minute. Just make a note of those two. Okay. So let's understand that which need to be get mentioning about taking with these two things. So the one we got smoke testing, and the one I will be mentioning about sanity testing. See the understanding. The both we are considering the execution of high level test cases. What are the high level test cases? URL working or not, login functionality working or not, links functionality working or not. So the high level test cases, we can consider these three things, not like restricted to these three particular things, related to that particular build. What are the main functionalities or what are the important functionalities? Those things we can consider the high level test cases. So according to real time, whenever new build released from development team to testing team, first will be executing with high level test cases. That kind of testing we are considering the smoke testing. After completion of the smoke testing only, remaining all other testings need to be done, like retesting, regression, whatever it can be. After completion of the smoke testing, we need to be get considering the all other testings here. Apart from that, when you're doing all other testings, in that we got one more testing, sanity testing. Meaning of sanity testing, execution of high level test cases only. Smoke testing, when we have to perform smoke testing ఎప్పుడు perform చేయాలి? Whenever new build released from development team to testing team. For every new build, you have to go with smoke testing. Sanity testing, not like every build. Sanity testing, not like every new build here. You're doing some testing, like assume that 3 builds completed. After completion of the 3 builds, client was expecting that to see how his application is working. So combine of all that particular 3 build features, it will be releasing to the client. Not like live environment. Just assume that client want to be get look into that how exactly his application is working. So once that 3 builds has been combined, and it will be releasing to the client. So before releasing to the client, the 3 builds already testing done, you are releasing to the client. While releasing to the client, even though all the testing has been done, you will cross check that executing with high level test cases or high level functionalities working or not. So that kind of testing you are considering the sanity testing. So it looks like some small confusion, which you can see that as simple as mentioning about smoke testing and then taking with sanity testing. Smoke testing, execution of high level test cases. Sanity testing, execution of high level test cases. Both are executing high level test cases. But the difference, what make the difference? Smoke testing, when you have to perform? Whenever new build released from development team to testing team. Sanity testing, whenever build released from testing team to client. So that is what we will be taking with smoke testing and then considering the sanity testing. In a similar way, you got one more option that we will be taking with retest here. In a similar way, you got one more option that we will be taking with retest. Or you can consider that retesting. One you can mention that retest, or you can consider that retesting. You are already very well knowing meaning of this retesting. Again test it. Again and again test it. Expected result fail. The same. Your retest and retesting both are same. If we consider with the retest, what is the meaning of retest? Confirming issue has been fixed correctly or not. If we take with the retest, when we have to perform retest? No, when we have to perform retest, epudu perform cheyali? When you will perform the retest, guys? What is it? Bug fix. Whenever that particular bug has been fixed, is that bug has been fixed correctly or not? Is that bug has been fixed correctly or not? Need to be get retested. So the meaning of retesting, the concept is same. The meaning of retesting, the concept is same. Mentioning that bug has been fixed correctly or not. Because first you are doing the testing, you identify the issue, you reported that bug, developer fixed it. Either developer has been fixed correctly or not, need to be retested. That is what your retesting. That is what the assignment I given. Previously, what is assignment I given? Remember the assignment? 2 days has been came, sir. Everything shifted, delete is done, sir. The simple assignment I have been given is, first you are identifying the bugs in build 1. Those bugs has been fixed in build 2 or not, you have to retest it. So as you are doing that, that is what you are retesting here. In a similar way, you got one more interesting one. The another one, you will be considering the regression testing. One is retesting, another one is regression testing. Meaning of retesting? Bug has been fixed correctly or not. Meaning of regression testing? Meaning of regression testing. Okay. See that. As simple as, see the very straightforward. Retesting. Bug has been fixed correctly or not. The meaning of retesting is bug has been fixed correctly or not. Meaning of regression testing. Meaning of regression testing. Because of bug fix. Because of bug fix. Because of bug fix. Existing functionalities working or not. Because of the bug fix, existing functionalities working or not. As simple as You're saying that bug fix. I mean, developer has to fix the bug. So what exactly he will be doing to fix the bug? You're saying that developer will fix the bug. Developer will be fixing the bug means what exactly developer will be doing? Fixing the bug means what he will do? What he will do? Is that fixing the bug means he will take one screwdriver or spanner, hammer and then fix the bug? No, right? So how he was fixing the bug? What he was doing it? Making with the code modification. He will be modifying with the existing code, or he was writing some new code here. As usual, as simple as you have been taking care about in modifying with the code. This particular developer, the meaning of bug fix is he was taking care about in modifying with the code. Now assume that you reported the bug, check-in date is not working. Developer has been fixed that. Once developer has been fixed that particular code in the application related to date functionality, is it we got only check-in date? Related to date functionality, is that we got only date? Is it only check-in date is one option? What is another option we got? Checkout date here. Developer modify the code related to date functionality. Because of that, your checkout date functionality working or not, you have to confirm. You have to test that. So doing that particular testing, what do you consider? What do you consider? Regression testing. As simple as because of doing with the bug fix, our existing functionalities which are already working, is it working correctly or not? So that kind of testing, what do you consider? What do you consider? Regression testing. When you have to take retesting? Retesting eప్పుడు perform cheyali? When bug has been fixed it. When you have to go with regression testing? Taking with bug fix, or you can consider in the new functionality. In case of bug fix, they will do the code modification. In case of new functionality added, they will be fixing with the bug. So this is what, new functionality added, they will be writing with the code. Whenever bug has been fixed it, you have to go with regression testing. At the same time, whenever new functionality got added, you need to be go with regression testing. Now see the understanding. One is retesting, another one is regression testing. Meaning of retesting? What is the meaning of retesting? Bug has been fixed correctly or not. Meaning of regression testing? Meaning of regression testing? Existing functionalities working correctly or not. Is that it is affecting any of the existing functionality? Your simple understanding, guys. If you take with a very general example, you guys has been very well knowing about beauty products here. Knowing it? Previously the phobia is with only female here. Now that phobia started with male also here, right? So that beauty products will be purchasing it. In general, when you guys are purchasing any beauty product, what is the first question I will be asking them? Assume that you are purchasing one face cream. So what is the first question I will be asking with the shop guy or salesperson? What is it? Side effects here, right? So the very first question I will be asking them, like, you will be asking that people, this is in a face cream. If we apply this cream for face, is that only face is becoming in a white or total body also becoming in a white here? right? I mean, is there any side effects are there by using this particular face cream? That is what the first question he will be asking. What is the best answer he will be giving? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What is answer they will be giving? As simple as they will be mentioning that I'm also not applying it. First he can apply, then he will get to know here. Right? So he will say that first he can apply it, then he will get to know either side effects will be there or not. So that side effects are there or not, need to test it. That is what your regression testing. Interviewer will ask a question. What is mean by regression testing? What you will answer? Testing that side effects are there or not. Don't use the terminology of side effects. The meaning of regression testing is because of the bug fix or because of new functionality added, is that existing functionalities has been working or not. That kind of testing. What do you consider? What do you consider? Regression testing. Now see the whole conclusion. While attending with the interviews, definitely, you will be taking with the questions. Any interview, definitely you will be getting the questions. What is the questions you will get? The first question, difference between smoke testing and sanity testing. What is the first question? Difference between smoke testing and sanity testing. What is another question? Difference between retesting and regression testing. Very regularly. You may attend as fresher level, experience level. Very regularly, you will be getting with the question. Difference between smoke testing and sanity testing at the same time. Difference between retesting and regression testing. So difference between smoke testing and sanity testing. What is the difference? First understanding. Both are considering the execution of high level testing cases. Smoke testing. When we have to perform smoke testing? Whenever new build has been released from development team to testing team. When we have to perform sanity testing? Whenever build has been released from testing team to client. Okay. So this particular retesting, meaning of retesting, bug has been fixed correctly or not. Meaning of regression testing, because of the bug fix, existing functionalities working or not. Okay. So this is what very regularly you will be taking care about. Smoke testing, sanity testing, retesting and regression testing. In a similar way, you need to be taking care about two more testings here. What are that? Static testing and dynamic testing. Meaning of these two things. Very simple. As simple as static testing. You guys are already done with. You're already done with all these things here. Static testing. You written the testing case. Verify. Logo has been displayed correctly, working or not. So tested that functionality. Logo displayed correctly or not. Is it displayed correctly? In the whole application. No. Logo has been displayed correctly or not? Displayed correctly. Build 1. How about build 2? Still build one not completed, sir. Build one not started. Okay. Let me take the simple understanding. You are saying that you tested that logo has been displayed correctly or not. But how you tested that? How exactly you tested, or how exactly you got confirmed that logo has been displayed correctly or not? Color, size, logo is there or not? You have to test that. How you tested that? How you confirm that yes, logo displayed correctly or not? Spelling format. Online students, how you guys has been tested that logo has been displayed correctly or not? Okay. Let me take the different question then. You need to test the color. Mandatory fields. What is the color? Mandatory fields. What is the color he got in the application? Mandatory fields is red. Links, blue color. All the links has been provided with blue color. All the mandatory fields provided as a red color. You have to test this functionality. How will tested that functionality? By seeing here, right? You want to test the color. Test the color means is that you will take Asian Paints and then do the color for monitor and doing the testing? No, right? How will test it? By seeing here. By seeing, it will confirm that whether it has been displayed in the correct color code or not. So logo also same thing. Just by seeing, you need to confirm that either it has been displayed correctly or not. So this is what it will be taking with static testing. The meaning of static testing is doing the testing without performing any kind of action. Doing with the testing without performing any kind of action. Just by seeing you are performing an action, that is what you will be taking with static testing. Okay. In a similar way, you got dynamic testing here. Meaning of dynamic testing, very simple. So how you will test the text boxes? Text boxes by entering the data. How you tested the checkbox? Checkboxes. Click activity. Take with the drop down. How will test the drop down? By selecting the option. You are performing some action there. Text box, you are entering the data. Checkbox, you are taking the click activity. Drop down, you are selecting with the value. You are able to get perform each and every activity. You are performing some action there. That kind of action. What do you consider? What do you consider? Dynamic testing. So as simple as the meaning of static testing, doing with the testing without performing any kind of action, and then doing with dynamic testing, doing with the testing by performing an action here. In a similar way, you got one more option. What is it? What is it? Ad hoc testing. So now we got another name. We can call as ad hoc testing, or we can consider that monkey testing. What is it? One is ad hoc testing, or we can consider as monkey testing. Meaning of the testing? Why we are calling that is monkey testing? We'll take monkey to high-tech city, sir, and we'll start doing the testing, sir. What is the monkey behavior? Monkey behavior. Is there any consistent? No. There is no any consistent for the monkey behavior. It will not be knowing what it is doing. We are also not knowing what it is doing here. So there is no any consistent in the behavior. So that kind of testing. What do you consider? What do you consider? Ad hoc testing. As simple as assume that you are having some thousands of testing here. So when you're taking some thousands of testing or 2000 of testing, randomly you will pick some test case. Not like any proper order anything. Just randomly you will pick some test cases and you will execute it. So that kind of testing, what will consider? What will consider? Ad hoc testing. So that kind of testing you have been considering that ad hoc testing. So the meaning of ad hoc testing is doing with the testing without performing any kind of action. In a similar way, this particular one, alpha testing, beta testing. You can see the diagram. You can easily understand. So by looking into the diagram, what is the meaning of alpha testing and what is the meaning of beta testing? What is the meaning of alpha? What is the meaning of beta? Alpha testing done by females or beta testing done by males, sir. That is what alpha testing and beta testing. One of the batch decided same answer. Interview also same answer. No concept of male testing or female testing. Don't be confused about the diagram here. First thing. What is the first one? Alpha testing. Another one is beta testing. As simple as alpha testing, beta testing, both are considered that end-to-end testing. Alpha testing and beta testing both are considering that end-to-end testing here. I mean, these two are considering like final testing. Alpha testing and beta testing, these two are considering the final testing, sir. Once you complete all the testings, in the last, you will be taking care about this alpha testing and then taking care about beta testing. As simple as alpha testing done by test engineer. Alpha testing done by test engineer. From that company, that particular company testing team will be doing alpha testing. Beta testing done by third party tester, or you can consider third party customer. So don't be confused here. As simple as alpha testing, beta testing, both are considered final testing. Alpha testing done by the tester. Testing team taking care about doing alpha testing. Beta testing done from the company who exactly use that application. Those people need to do beta testing. That is what your best understanding. When you guys look into your mobiles, you will get in a message, beta version released. Having that kind of messages. If you got to open any apps, or if you consider your app operating system, in the app, sometimes it will say that beta 1 version release, beta 2 version release. You are the users of the mobile. You guys are testing that. You are using it, indirectly you are testing it. So that is what you will be taking with beta testing. Alpha testing done by the tester, beta testing done by third party tester. Okay. So this is what you will be taking with the main things here, considering the alpha testing and then taking with beta testing. The one you got, smoke testing, sanity testing, retesting, regression testing, static testing and dynamic testing, ad hoc testing, and then alpha testing, beta testing. All these things, you guys are responsible. You guys has to be taking care about performing all these particular testing except beta testing. Up to alpha testing, up to alpha testing, you need to be taking care about having with these particular things, and the one you will be taking with beta testing done by taking care about third party customers. I mean, you can consider that customer or third party engineer, both the things will become in a same. So not like with the person of tester who has to be exactly use that application, those people will be doing with testing. Only beta testing. Remaining all other testings taken care by tester only. Only beta testing need to be taken care by other person. In a similar way, you got two more things. What are the two things? What is it? Functionality testing and usability testing. Meaning of functionality testing? Need to be testing that each and every particular functionality, including the police stop, comma, everything need to be tested. That you will be considering the functionality testing. Taking care about all the links, web pages, database connections. So everything taking care by these functionality testing. As part of functionality testing, you will be taking with cookies testing also. Meaning of that cookies testing? Meaning of cookies testing? Not biscuits. Biscuits are totally different. Cookies, guys, you are already knowing it. Nowadays, whenever you got to open any website, getting one pop-up accept the cookies? Getting or not? If you open any website, you will be having the option is accept the cookies, considering that don't accept the cookies or I accept the cookies, both the buttons will be there. So in case of that message has been displayed, what you will do? Accept it. So once we got click on that accept, what will happen? As simple as once you are clicking on the accept, you are sharing your location information. So by that they can easily trace your hostile address also. Once you provide that accept the cookies, your system IP address will be provided to that particular main server. So because of that, nowadays it's not like anything is secure. You guys are feeling that you are in the secure way, but once you got open the internet in your mobile, there is no concept of the secure. Recently, your Google Maps also got updated with the new feature. Knowing that? What is that feature? So that particular Google Map has been updating with the future. Your parents can easily cross-check in the Google Map whether you are in this Google Classroom or not. Sorry. In this Naresh IT building or not. They can easily cross-check that. That kind of technology it has been updated. They can open that Google Map. In that Google Map, they can search with Naresh IT building. In this building, who are all available in this classroom, they can trace it. That kind of technology, it has been updated here. Don't see that you guys are in a very secure way. You're not at all secure way. In your mobile, once your mobile data has been on, you are not at all secure. In your local system, once you started accepting the cookies, you are not at all secure here. Your information will be easily sharing it. So that kind of technologies has been there. You guys need to be very careful with your mobiles here. Okay. So this is what we will be taking with functionality testing. The meaning of functionality testing, you have to take care about in testing with each and every functionality. You have to take care about in testing with each and every functionality need to be tested, that you are considering the functionality testing. In a similar way, you got another one. What is it? Usability testing. Meaning of usability testing need to be get considering the user friendliness. How easy to use. That user friendliness, how easy to use, that will be considering the usability testing here. As simple as the best example, you can consider the Windows operating system, Linux operating system. Which one is more user friendly? When you compare Windows and Linux, which one is more user friendly? Considering the Windows. Why Windows is more user friendly? Easy to use. That Windows very easy to use. More UI will be there. So that is how you will be considering that Windows will be the more user friendly here. So because of that, this particular one, as part of the testing with any application, you guys need to be get tested that particular application has been more user friendly to the user or not. So functionality testing need to be tested. Functionality testing, it's need to be tested working correctly or not. You have to take care about each and every particular functionality working correctly or not. Usability testing, how user friendly it is, need to be get looking into that. In a similar way, you got one more option. What is it? Compatibility testing. Meaning of compatibility testing? In your mobiles or in your system, it will mention that your browser should be latest version, or your browser version should be from this particular one, or this kind of software need to be installed. The meaning of compatibility testing, the application you have been testing it, is that it can be working for multiple browsers, multiple operating system. So the code which has been developed is that it has been working with all the operating system, specific operating system, or any of the specific version. All these particular things will come under compatibility testing. So the meaning of compatibility testing is how compatible it is, need to be get tested, that will be considering the compatibility testing. So all these things, you guys has to be take care of it. I mean, as a functional tester, you have to take care about smoke testing, sanity testing, retesting, regression testing. At the same time, static testing, dynamic testing, ad hoc testing, alpha testing, beta testing. Need to be comfortable. Continued with the same, taking with functionality testing, and then usability testing, and then consider compatibility testing. Already you done with all these things. Just today, you're trying to get understand that what are all the terminologies are there. You're already tested that URL working or not, bugs has been fixed or not, application opening or not, or working with the different browsers. Everything you have been already done. Just you're trying to understand that, taking with names of these particular testing. In a similar way, need to be get taking with lot of other testings also. What is another testing? Which you will be taking with database testing. So all these things will come under non-functional. There are a lot of things out there considering that database testing and then taking with interface testing and then taking with performance testing and then taking with security testing here. And after that, the final part I'll be taking with this particular test closure. So before taking into this, before taking with test closure, there are n number of testings are there. N number of testings are there, but you may consider any testing. What exactly we are doing? Any testing, what we are doing it? Taking with expected result. That expected result you will compare with actual result. That is what you will be doing as part of any kind of the testing. Otherwise, it's not like in a new thing you will be doing it. So for now, we have been taking with compatibility testing. In the meanwhile, let's look into some other testings also. After that, finally, I'll be taking with this particular test closure activities need to be done. So by that, we are completing with manual testing concept, and then we need to start taking with automation. So by tomorrow, I'll be completing this manual. Tomorrow, I'll complete this particular manual and need to get started taking with automation testing. So maximum of by tomorrow, we'll complete this manual. If possible, from tomorrow, we'll start with automation testing. Using which tool? Using which tool? Using with the Selenium. So that very easy to understand. So that you can look into that. But for now, take care about all these particular types of testing. When you're attending with the interview, there may be a chance you will be getting some other types of testing also. Just look into that particular terminologies here. Okay? Clear? So by tomorrow, we'll complete this particular manual testing. And from tomorrow, we'll start with a very most interesting concept. What is it? Automation testing. Automation testing using Selenium. The combination of core Java. With the combination of Java, we'll be doing it. Because of that, please have a refresh of all your Java concepts which has been discussed here. Okay? Clear? Carry on. Thank you.